Hey everybody, Vikesroll here with another deck guiding gameplay video. Today's deck is Byrd Zed. I got the deck code down in the description if you want to give the deck a shot yourself. And if you just want to watch some gameplay footage, head on over to that game number 1 timestamp. Alright, so this deck is a doozy. I really enjoy this deck. It's a really fun one. We'll talk a little bit about what's included in the deck and kind of the general game plan of it, and then a little bit about the mulligan phase as well. So Byrd Zed, of course, runs Byrd and Zed as the champions. So Zed, of course, is a 3-mana 3/2 with quick attack, and then summons that Living Shadows with his stats. That ephemeral, so by default, it's a 3/2. And so he's kind of a good attacker and kind of a good guy to buff and put buffs onto. So he pairs excellently with Bart, who's a Runeterra champion, 4-mana 2/5, with the origin the Wandering Caretaker. So he lets you put any Chime units or spells into his deck. And then he also, for every Bard you have in your deck, plants a random Chime in your deck at each round start. So he's able to kind of get those Chimes going. Those Chimes, of course, get added to one of your cards like the Puffcaps do, except it's a beneficial one. So when you draw a Chime attached to one of your cards, it gives a random ally in hand +1/+1. So very good for buffing up your units and kind of helping push through damage and really just getting great value out of the units that you're able to play. Is really what Byrd is able to do. And so his level up when you've increased total stats of allies in play or hand by 20+. So because of how many Chimes and stuff you're able to get in this deck, usually you can level Byrd by the late game, mid to late game. All right, and so yeah, the general game plan is really just buffing up your units and getting good value trades and kind of just making it really hard for your opponent to block to where eventually just wearing them down with your units being so good and so big. All right, landmarks. We run one of Mystic Vortex, another one of the new landmarks. And of course, even though it's a target landmark, because it's got something to do with Chimes, Bard's Origin allows you to play it in your deck. So even though Ionia is our second region, Bard does let us play target card here. So this is when summoned or when countdown, plant 3 Chimes on random cards in the deck, and then when it finishes the countdown, it draws an extra card. All right, and then as far as the followers go, so we run 3 of Byrd the Bellringer. This is an excellent 1-drop. This is a really good 1-drop no matter what type of deck you're playing. If you're playing a Banner City deck, this is good even if you're not playing Bard or any of the Chime units. So 1-mana 2/1 with the ability when summoned, plant a Chime on the top card of your deck. And so that means that Chime is guaranteed to come in your next draw. So, of course, playing this turn 1 means you're guaranteed a turn 2 unit is getting buffed, which is an excellent, excellent thing to do. All right, so play 3 of those, and then 3 of Inspiring Mentor, 1-mana 2/1 with play effect, grant an ally in hand +1/+0. All right, so another good buff unit here. Then Esmus, Breath of the World. This is another excellent card. So typically your goal to have, if you will, your ideal starting hand will have a Byrd, the Bellringer, Esmus, Breath of the Wild, and probably like a Zed. That's kind of like your ideal starting hand, because Esmus also is a 2-mana 0/2 from Targon with Elusive, and then when summoned, plant a Chime on the top card of your deck. So not only does Byrd do it, but also Esmus as well puts it on the very top of your deck, so you're guaranteed to draw into that. And it has a great ability support, grant my support ally +1/+1. So very, very strong early game in this deck here. All right, and then some other units we play here, Navori Highwayman. So this card doesn't really see much play. This deck, though, is kind of able to bring it to life. So 2-mana 1/2 with ability when summoned, summon a Navori Brigand with my stats. So you get basically an extra copy of whatever this guy gets buffed up to. So if you get at least 1 Chime on him, that's already a 2/3. So 2 mana for 4/6 worth of stats is really good. So overall, you want to get a lot of good buffs on him, and then he just kind of comes down, and him and the Brigand are really strong. And for only 2 mana, excellent pairing there. We also run 1 of Young Witch, so 2-mana 1/1 with Elusive, and then support, grant my support ally +1, quick attack and +1/+0. So able to get you some quick attack units, and has that Elusive, and of course if it gets buffed up, she's really good. Now of course this art says she's a 1/2, she's actually a 1/1, her nerf, but getting a Chime on her puts her at a 2/2. That's also really good. We run 2 of Greenglade Elder, 3-mana 3/1 with when summoned, grant all allies in hand +1/+1. Again, just focusing on those buffs. Shadow Assassin, 3-mana 2/1 with Elusive, and then when summoned, draw 1. So another good unit to draw into the card, draw into those Chimes, and then also getting her buffed up is really good as an elusive attacker. we run one of the Maker, so 3 mana, 3/2, with a play effect, recall a unit with less power than me. So of course getting her buffed up means you can recall something that's even a little bit bigger. But even still, she's able to kind of act as a Will of Ionia on a stick, if you will. Alright, we also run 2 of Kinkou Lifeblade, so 4 mana, 2/2 with Elusive and Lifesteal, so that Lifesteals can come in handy sometimes, and Elusive is really excellent. And of course, getting these guys buffed up is really nice. And then finally, we run 3 of Sai'nen Thousand-Tailed. It's an extremely good card in this deck. 6 mana, 3/5. When summoned, not only do you draw 2 cards, but you also give other allies +1/+1 this round. So not only can they get buffed from Chimes in deck, and then Sai'nen can come down, and then on the field they can get buffed as well. So all these units are really good at either receiving the buffs or buffing each other. So that's kind of the general game plan, is using all these good followers that can help you push through. And as far as spells go, we're running some protection spells like Twin Disciplines, 2 mana burst speed, either give an ally +2 attack or +3 health this round. So extremely good at keeping things alive or pushing through a little extra damage. Burst speed. 1 of Concussive Palm, 4 mana fast speed stun enemy, and then some of that 3/2 Tail of Dragon. 2 of Deny, just to help remove some of your opponent's threats with the, spell threats or removal. 2 of Will of Ionia, recall a unit, so typically able to recall an enemy unit if you want. You can also sometimes use it on some of your units to kind of, like maybe a Sai'nen, to give an extra buff with him. And then finally we run 1 of Cosmic Binding, so 5 mana fast speed, deal 2 enemy and stun another, and then plant 3 Chimes in your deck randomly. Alright, so then yeah, as far as the mulligan phase goes, as far as the general game plan, you want to get like your ideal hand is that Byrd, the Bellringer, getting that 1-drop down, then Esmus, and then like a Zed, or even Highwayman or something else. So you're really just looking to get those Chimes in your deck, start buffing up your units, and just kind of playing a really good value game with your units being stronger per mana than your opponents because of all these Chimes that are buffing up your units. And then Bard's kind of, once he's leveled up, he's able to kind of push through a little bit more damage, push through a little bit more of those Chimes each turn. And so, it's really good to have 3 Bards in your deck because those Chimes, three Chimes every round in random spots. So obviously it's not great to have it just in random spots because it could be in the lower end of your deck, but especially the Bellringer and Esmus always put it in the very top card. So they're able to get some really good value. And of course Zed just really benefits from any buffs he can get to kind of help push through even more damage. Alright, so that is the deck. Let's go ahead and get into some games. Alright, up against Annie Darius. Okay. Toss this back. We do want to keep some early games things against this type of deck. Okay. Got our Bellringer, which is nice. Turn 1 Bellringer, always good. Okay, so we get in for free attack here. A guaranteed Chime coming in. Hopefully hit Zed, that would be nice. Either of the Zeds. Nice, we did get Zed. So we'll go ahead and buff this guy up even more. Alright, he's got his rear guard crew. It says not to attack. Very interesting. Don't think that's good play, but I don't know. Maybe he's going to be doing his fervor here to kill Zed. Nope, I guess not. Alright. Giving up Annie, which is cool for me. Got him down to 9. Second Annie, okay. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and recall the Sprayfin, I think. Since we can't really do much against that.
The artist, the stage, the actor, the grave.
It's one less blocker for him. Okay, so he does hit the Make It Rain. So we can't obviously block that now. Which is fine. We'll definitely block his... Do we need to go... Is going down to 9 okay? I think 9's okay, because we can just... Yeah. Yeah, we're just gonna skip the block and then open. Yeah, we had him there. Nice. GG. It's a quick one. Alright. Against a... I'm assuming it's just a removal deck. That's pretty good. 1 into 2, and then hope we can get like a Z maybe. Okay, definitely like that. Get our Chime chain going. So I'm guessing this can be a lot of removal. Probably like a Howling Abyss deck maybe. The bunch of removal could be pretty tough to deal with, but we'll see. Alright. So we don't need to block here if we're going to play Esmus next turn, because then we can get a supported boost to here. Just I guess depends on what he wants to do here. He's only going to have 2 mana, so I don't think he can kill Esmus next turn for 2 mana. We'll see. But I'm definitely letting him get in for 1 if he wants to. We do have Sai'nen, which will be really nice to get some refill. Okay, opponent's roping a little bit here. I guess trying to decide whether to attack or not. Yeah. Last second he decides to attack, and yes, we're letting that happen. It'll be good if to get the Chime onto here. Or here actually is fine too. Okay, cool. And we got onto the Esmus. So he could Vile Feast here. Could be his play here. We got these Highwaymen. We can start buffing up with the Mentors as well. We have 1 Chime guaranteed coming in next turn from the Esmus. Okay. So I still think we'll do this just because we start leveling up Byrd. I think it's fine. And it removes a blocker as well. See what the opponent wants to do here. I would think you'd want to block there, yeah. I don't think there's much of a choice. Can get 2 Mentors onto this thing. Alright, not exactly what we want to hit with these, but not bad really. We do have a hand full of units. He does not have like avalanche mana or anything, which is nice. Probably go Mentor onto here and then play this. See what opponent wants to do here. They definitely take a long time on their turns, which, you know, fair enough. If you gotta think about it, you gotta think about it. Yeah, you can do 1. That's fine with me.
Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers.
Alright, get these guys down.
Coal collectors.
Go and open attack here. Could play Bard, but I think open attack's better, just so we can't get another blocker in play. Okay. Okay. I'll go ahead and do this again. I think we'll hold back from playing anything else right now. Alright. Double Ephemeral. Okay. Okay, let's go ahead and get Bard down, I think. So he's gonna get 2-drop, I'm guessing here. Starlit Seer, sure. Alright, go ahead and get Sai'nen down. He doesn't have Ruination mana, which is really nice. We can for sure get a good attack in. Okay, sure. Let's go here. Could do this as well to get some more damage in, depending on what he does. See who decides to block with that. Okay. Alright, so let's see if we can get some more chimes. You got 20 chimes in there. Okay. You do have Deny as well, for whatever his play next turn is. Another one, okay. Okay. He's probably gonna kill his Starlit Seer, I guess. Okay. Not sure what that's really accomplishing, but okay. Yeah. I'm not sure what that was doing this deck, but hey, okay, got him. Alright, up against Thralls. Alright. This might be a tough matchup. Let's look for our 1-drops. Okay, we do have Zed, we got a 2-drop at least. Having a 1-drop would have been nice, especially with the yeah. Okay. Well, not fantastic. But we'll go ahead and do this since we get a Chime in the deck. Unfortunately, get no benefit to the attack. So yeah, not a great start for us because you basically were first attack, we're basically passing, not doing anything with it. I did hit Z on that, which is nice. Alright, let's go ahead and get we'll get Z down now. Then we can open attack with him. I definitely don't mind. Yeah, I'm fine with this. It's one less blocker for him to have. And we have Twin Disciplines too, so. Okay. Guessing probably Avalanche or Bright Ravine here. Oh, we're promising future. Okay, unfortunately we cannot stop that. That really sucks, but alright, let's just get Byrd down, I guess. Yep, I think they're coming in. They are coming in. Okay, yep. Pretty bad for us, but don't think there's much we could have done there. Can we block with Byrd? 7, I think that's fine. And somehow we gotta lethal him next turn. I don't know how that's gonna happen, but okay. Okay.
My training is unconventional.
Okay. Alright. do Sai'nen and then just hope that we have a way. Recall's nice. Alright, so we want to go there, right? Okay. So this doesn't save the Zed no matter what we do here. Okay. Sure. Okay, so somehow we need to survive this next turn. Oh man, that's not good. Will of Ionia 1. Hope he doesn't have right negation.
How did that move go?
Do this, are we live? Technically. But he could have Blighter Ravine, so I guess we need to do this here. And then hope he doesn't have a right negation. That's our only play here. Okay, yeah, he's got us. Alright, up against Swain Annie. Okay. Definitely tossing all that back. Okay, we got our Byrd the Bellringer. Get that going. Could have like a poison dart maybe. Okay, just the tie block, sure. Alright. Okay, let's go ahead and I guess we'll buff up this Highwayman again.
Curiosities lie ahead. Bring me tea to gain the strength of rivers. Deep breath now.
Okay, that sounds good to me. Getting rid of a blocker.
Oh dear.
Yeah, let's get some 3/3s on the board.
Soul collectors.
Okay. Wow, alright. That was a very good attack for us. And there's a Zed. So he gets boosted up, which is cool. Okay. Goes for the stun there, sure. Alright, we're gonna go ahead and get Zed down then, since he's out of mana. We'll just open attack again. Since we got deny, that's what, 8? Could do this plus deny. Could just attack actually. He may commit a deny. He's got to do something. Alright, he can block 3, or he can block most 4. He's got to have a damage somewhere else. See what he does here. He may not have, yeah. Nice. Very strong, very fast open for us. GG. Okay, that is Zed Bard. I think it's a really fun deck, you know. I think it's got a lot of good synergies going for it with boosting your units. You know, you get to play things like Navori Highwayman, which is not a card that sees much play. You know, Byrd, the Bellringer, and then Esmus, Breath of the World are very strong 1s and 2 drops, getting those chimes going. So a very good one mana play into 2 mana play. And then Zed just benefits so much from these chimes. You know, he gets really big, really fast. And then you got things like Deny. You know, you're able to stop your opponent's some of their removal, and then you also have things like Sai'nen Thousand-Tailed to help refill your hand and kind of keep the cards going. So overall, I think it's a pretty strong deck. I think it'll do pretty good if you're giving it a shot on the ladder. I think you'll do pretty well with it. All right, so that's going to do it for this video. Thanks everybody for watching. We will see you next time. Take care.